There are many stories and theories on how Europe came to be the way that it is today, starting from the uncertainties of the name, Europe itself. Most people believe that it was named after a woman from a Greek myth, a Phoenician princess who was a lover of Zeus, of whom carried her on his back in the form of a white bull. Other theories suggest that the name came from the Phoenician word Erob or Erof, which means where the sun sets, or the Greek word Euros, where it means broad. The small continent shares the same tectonic plate as its neighboring giant continent, Asia, on the Eurasian plate, one of the largest ones on Earth. The Eurasian plate is roughly described as divergent boundaries to the west to southwest borders, wherein which they collide with the Arabian plate, and as convergent boundaries in the east to southeastern borders, where the Philippine Sea plate subducts into the eastern border of the Eurasian plate.
Around 2.25 billion years ago, Baltic Shield and the Sarmatian Craton were formed, and the Volga-Ural Shield was formed. The three formed the East European Craton, which became a part of the supercontinent Columbia. 1.1 billion years ago, Baltica and Arctica formed Rodinia. And 550 million years ago, Rodinia split and formed Baltica again. 440 million years ago, Baltica and Laurentia formed Euramaria, which later on joined with Gondwana and formed Pangaea.
Around 200 million years ago, the supercontinent broke apart, separating Gondwana from Laurasia, and another 15 million years passed before Gondwana broke up. 60 million years ago, Laurasia broke up to be what we now know as Eurasia and North America. The Eurasian plate continues to move in the general west to southwest direction, and the Indian plate drifts northward. And about 45 to 50 million years ago, the Indian plate collided with the Eurasian plate and still continues to collide. The Arabian plate is also moving northwards and currently is colliding with the Eurasian plate, which is where we stand today.
Landforms in Europe is like any feature of the Earth's surface: mountains, valleys, canyons, lakes, rivers, coasts, and bays. However, it has the greatest mountain ranges. For instance, the Alps is the highest and most extensive mountain range system that lies throughout the whole Europe. The continent also includes Atlantic highlands and Ural mounts. The European continent has numerous types of plants and animals. As the most important factor to determine the location of plants is the climate, the plants of Europe therefore vary a lot by areas. To begin with, the Mediterranean climate region contains approximately 22,500 plant species that are not found anywhere else. The far north of Europe and southern mountain region contains areas of tundra with sparse vegetation. Lastly, further south mountain region contains coniferous forests, both in the form of boreal forest in the northeast, for example, Scandinavia, and also temperate coniferous forests in places such as Scotland. Europe has various types of animals, including many endangered and rare species. The seas of Europe contain many species of fish. Having around 500 distinct species of birds, the continent is a home to billions of birds. The continent contains around 230 species of mammals. Southern Europe is particularly rich in amphibian life because it has wetland area, and which has many species of frogs and toads. The current event science news that comes from Europe is that astronomers have detected a signal from the cosmic dawn as they appeared and illuminated the universe. The observation was made with the aid of a radio telescope that detected the earliest ever evidence for hydrogen. This hydrogen was in a state that could only be explained if it had been touched by the intense light of stars, which further suggests that the first stars appeared 180 million years after the Big Bang, and also may hold a bit of information about the dark matter. The discovery might potentially be a new understanding of the nature of dark matter.
Europe is the best continent in the world for various reasons. To begin with, the continent not only provides home for billions of species of plants and animals, but also has the world's most urban and advanced cities. It is very hard to have both qualities since the advance of humans' culture tends to interrupt the surrounding ecosystem. However, Europe as a continent has various types of landforms and successfully maintains the wildlife. This unique quality makes Europe the best continent in the world. But the main reason is that the continent significantly influenced other continents in the world with its critical and creative knowledge and thinking. This includes the cultural and spiritual heritage, the political principles, and the industrialization. Without the continent's contribution to the world will not be as civilized as it is nowadays, and humans would not be enjoying the richness of culture and knowledge.